What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Uh, so I know I've been busy. I've been posting a lot of stuff. Hope you're checking out Cartoons and Cereal and enjoying that. Let me know what you think about that whole series. It's been a lot of fun to just go back and relive some of the cartoons that I, woke up on Saturday mornings and watched. And even throughout the week, some of those things came on, whether as reruns or different episodes. I've also been finally back on the collecting trail. 5 Points Fest was great. If you haven't checked that one out, that one was a lot different than the regular stuff that I go collect. But I'm officially into designer figures. I don't know how crazy I'm gonna go with them, but my biggest thing is I love art. I love pop culture. I love things like that. So just seeing different people's artwork, perspectives, a lot of these things that they're making designer-wise is just like their imagination. And I feel like that's every toy, but like seeing people on a small stage like this, it's like their imagination is physically brought to life, and I respect it, and I like it. And one of the things on my channel is just branching out, meeting new people, seeing new products, seeing new, figures and all that, and just kind of, if I like it, I'm gonna buy it and I'm add to the collection. The point of my collection is to get to the point where there's nothing in it that I would want to move. So, I mean, as you can see that, as it's a perfect segue, I guess you could say, I'm pretty much getting out of wrestling. I know I got some right here. Those are going to be gone. These are going to be gone. I'm in the process of selling some stuff, trading some stuff off, so I might keep one or two, literally like one or two. I have a couple in box that I probably won't move on from, but majority of them, as far as I have like a Rock, I'll probably keep him because he's my favorite wrestler of all time. But everything behind you see here is going to be gone. I have too many other new things that I want that are going to take up space, and I need space to be able to keep going. So, out with the old and with the new. But the main point of this video is to just give you guys an update as to what I've been adding to the collection. You see some things that are going to be going soon. I have some stuff at the top of my shelves that it's always out the picture you can't see, that I'll be dropping down. So slowly you'll be seeing stuff being filled in here and over there. But it'll be nice to kind of refresh the collection, move on, and things that I'm going to be able to look at and just be like, I love that piece, The main reason I'm really getting out of wrestling, not to get into too much detail, is that you're never going to be a completionist because it's forever going to keep going. There's always going to be a new person coming out, or there's always going to be The Rock, and there's going to be 15 Rocks. And there's going to be Hogan, 15 Hogans, 20 John Cenas, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like you can get a John Cena in March and a new John Cena comes out in April, and now you have an outdated one. It's like, you got it. Like, I will enjoy it from afar. I might be very, very selective if I continue to keep a couple, but I'm getting out of that. Moving on to bigger and better things. But anyway, so I've been, again, busy, as you can see on the channel. I've been picking up some things, and I haven't been doing as far as like showing you what I've been picking up. If you watch other episodes on the channel, if you catch me on the Wednesday night live stream with unboxing art, you'll see certain things that I show off that I've picked up, but nothing like I'm just like, I picked this up from here. So just a quick update from the 5 Points Festival. I picked up a couple of things, but the main three that I really liked, I picked up one of the things on the wall. I'm not going to take it down. It's too much work. Sorry, guys. It's Friday. I'm lazy. My boy Carmelo. Check him out. He goes by, his name's Carmelo. His company is called Skulls. Check them out on Instagram. Great designer figures. Very cool. I love them. I've been, talking with him since literally day one. And it was funny seeing him. It was fun seeing him again. I met him at ZoloCon a year ago. It was his first ever convention, and he's come such a long way in a year. I'm so proud of him, man, and I just hope he continues to blow up because he deserves it. But I picked up some cool designer figs from him. So I got a little gang of these I'm starting, and I love the look of them. Not articulated, of course, but I love his work. Not from Carmel, but from somebody else. I forget what the company is on these, but I just love the artwork of them all. I thought that was really cool, so I picked that up. From Oh, Hasbro Pulse. Had to pick up my boy because he's one of my OG favorite characters in all of Marvel. So Archangel had to get picked up one time for the one time. Love this look of this figure. Great addition to the collection. He's sitting right here next to Chip Hazard. So welcome edition Archangel. I love the look of the original Angel. Thought he was cool, but at the end of the day, I was like, that's not my Archangel, you know? So, moving on. Alright, next. If you've seen my latest YouTube toy hunt, if you haven't, go check it out first off. But if you did, you saw that I went to a store called True Believers. Now, True Believers has about 3 locations, I believe. Yeah. I had to think about it. So, there's a Wayne one that just opened up in Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. There's one in Edison, New Jersey, and there's one in the Palisades in New York, which is far, but it's a huge mall, like 5 floors. It's crazy, but it's a good store. They have a good selection of things, and there's a couple of things I wanted to buy. So there was the big thing I wanted to buy, which you'll see in a short, the 3D printed Mewtwo, which was pretty much like 1/6 scale. Like, it was like this, and it looked great behind the glass. And when they opened the glass, they handed it to me. It was 3D printed. Somebody must have used the head of something else, because you can still kind of see the eyes of another Pokemon. They just kind of painted it all white and then painted Mewtwo eyes in it, but you can still kind of see some of the details of other Pokemon they might have, I guess, tried to use and customize that for. There were some parts that were kind of disconnecting from the rest of it, so I left it, especially for the price tag. It looked nice, but I think I'll be able to find either a Mewtwo figure, or I have the small one, but it doesn't really do it justice. Maybe I'm going to have to find either a small YouTube figure or just somebody that does a better production of a 3D printed thing. But True Believers, in Wayne, New Jersey, they just had their grand opening last Saturday. It was a great time. Again, it was a great video with a lot of stuff, and they buy and they sell. So if you want something you want to sell in the area, go check them out. They have good prices. They give fair deals on stuff because they know their stuff. We all do research on what we believe something's truly worth. They do their research too, but they won't try to screw you and give you some lowball price like some other places around that will do that kind of thing. I sold a couple things from them actually, and I got a decent amount of store credit, so I took it and I flipped it into a couple new things that I wanted for my collection. So when I was walking around the store, I saw a couple figures that were like kind of spoke to me because they kind of give me nostalgia vibes, and you know me, cartoons and cereal, like that speaks for itself, right? Big retro nostalgia, vintage 90s kind of guy. That's my thing. I love it. So it obviously doesn't reflect all the way in the collection that I have, because my collection's only newer stuff, so it's like, why wouldn't you collect retro toys? But it's not really my thing. I like retro vibes with a new articulation. That's what I like. So I went in and I picked these two things up because I want to kind of build a 90s retro vintage, maybe either game shelf or something. But I saw that, couldn't resist that. Had to pick up, this is NECA, had to pick up NECA Crash Bandicoot. Loved Crash as a game growing up as a kid. Used to get those jam packs. Everybody used to get jam packs on PlayStation, where it used to come with like 30-40 different games, but it was like you couldn't save, so you could run through a game and beat a whole game in like a day, but then like you couldn't save. So when you came back, you had to turn the PlayStation off, and you came back the next day or whatever to play it. It was just gone, and you couldn't save anything. But let me know if you had jam packs. That was, oh man. And to go along with Crash, had to pick up Spyro. Two cool additions to the collection. Again, it screamed nostalgia. It spoke to me, and I was like, I gotta have both of these. So in the collection, and then I picked up these 3 interesting boxes. Like, I want, again, going back to what I said about Mewtwo, I want Pokemon figures. I don't want just like this. Just to give you like a little, I don't want stuff like this where this is the only thing it does. This little action thing it does. I don't want that. I want full in the tail swivels. Like, cause why would the tail, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that. I want fully articulated. I want arms, legs, head. I want full articulation. I don't want this. This is just a placeholder until I get something better. Yeet. So I feel like they're blockies. I found these blockies figures, and they were pretty cool, and like they were, you know, got put them together. Oh, speaking of blockies, I picked this up too. How can I forget? My boy. Picked up with Oscar the Grouch blocky. This was my first ever blocky, and it was really cool. It was fun to actually like putting him together. So picked him up. I wanted to keep one in the box just to show you guys, but they're like a little cheap, $13. And again, I got store credit from things I traded in, so this is one of the ones I got. Riolu, you know, obviously if you know Pokemon, he, you know who he evolves into. But if you don't, he evolves into Lucario. But I picked up a Riolu blocky. I picked up one of my new favorite Pokemon, Scorbunny. That's like really cool. And it comes with like the little base. You put a little sticker on it, and then all these things they just snap in, and he snaps into like one little like effect piece. And this is articulated. Like head moves, ears move, arms move. Yeah, the arms move a little bit, the feet move a little bit, the head moves, ears move. So these are actually like articulated. So these are actually kind of cool. And eventually, hopefully, there will be some type of actual like 1/12 scale Pokemon line that is, I don't know. I saw Pixel Dan do a video today that Jazzwar's Vault sent out this huge pack for Pokemon figures, and it has the starters from the original Kanto, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, and it has all their evolutions. It has all 3 stages for all 3 of them. But Venusaur is so huge in the packaging, and then Charizard's like this big on one side, and Blastoise is this big on one side. And I was like, well, I don't want that whole pack, but I want a big Blastoise and a big Charizard. I probably should get a Venusaur if I do that, but still, I want a big Charizard. And it's like, I don't want, again, that whole pack is probably like $100, and it's in a box, and there's a button on the bottom of the box, and the box lights up and everything. It's crazy. But like, my main thing is, I don't understand why you made Charizard so small. Like, Charizard wasn't small. He was just as big as Blastoise and Venusaur. So like, he might have been taller. Maybe Venusaur was heavier and Blastoise was heavier, but Charizard was just as big as them. So like, why would you make Venusaur like this huge and then Charizard like this? Nothing works in scale. So give me a, like, I say 1/12, but he's not going to be 1/12. He's not going to be the size of a fucking Marvel Legend. He's going to be like this, but give me a big, fully articulated Charizard. And I think people have them, but now they're talking about like those things cost like an arm and a goddamn leg. So ran over. But other one I picked up, my boy Charcadet. Again, articulated. It was almost like 5 POA, except for the arm just broke off. It still goes back on now, but legs move, all that. Okay, from the monthly Wayne Toy Show here in Wayne, New Jersey, I picked up a lot of cool pieces actually. So along with the Spyro and the Crash Bandicoot that I picked up from True Believers, I want to, again, going with the whole theme of like a kind of 90s retro vintage shelf of video game figures and maybe movie figures, stuff like that. I got a good deal. I wanted this for a while, and I just wanted to mess around with it, see what it's like. I love the cartoon, and I got a really good deal on it, and it's complete. So I had to pick up this finally. It's an older figure, Goliath, Gargoyles. Great cartoon. Really loved it. Again, good figure, fun. I have the wings and everything, and obviously you can't put the wings along with this, so, but cool nonetheless. I picked up Blanca, picked him up. items I got. Jada. I picked up a black suit Spidey. Because I didn't have a black suit Spidey. You know what? Fun. It's weird. I didn't have a single Spider. Actually, no. I had stealth suit. Where is he? I had stealth suit Spidey. That's it. I didn't have like a black suit. I have a black suit on my wall on card, but I didn't have like a inbox or a loose one. So I picked this up. I actually had a bundle of black suit, Goliath, and Renew Your Vows Spidey. I picked up the 3 of them on like a really great deal, so couldn't pass that up. Really cool figures. Again, I was told that if you're not going to get Maximum Spider-Man, which you don't need, Renew Your Vows Spidey is probably one of, if not the best you can grab. So again, I got Renew Your Vows. Got him for like $15, $17, something like that. So there's my Spidey for my collection. Got a representation. 2 things left. So quick trip. I was going to Five Below just to grab something to drink after I got out of True Believers, and I popped through their little, toy section and stuff like that. They have a little different play sets and everything, and I figured just because 4th of July and the summer, all that kind of thing, I saw this little set and I thought it was pretty cool. And eventually, when I get some more space, I want to be able to just do like pictures and have dials and do pictures and stuff like this. And it comes with 19 pieces: ketchup, mustard, knife, grill fork, 2 burger buns, 2 kebabs, a plate, pair of tongs, burger, steak, 1 hot dog bun, 2 hot dogs, 2 grates, propane tank, and a grill. So Five Below, $5. That was a cool deal. Something I might be able to throw in with like some G.I. Joe / Vala. Maybe something like that. Have them have like a little party or something, or maybe if they're in their army base or something outside, somebody will have a grill set up, and it's maybe, I don't know, one of my kit bashes will be on the grill. So cool. One last thing, and it's not a pretty big purchase, but it's a cool purchase, and it's kind of a long-term thing I'm setting up for. Alright, so last thing. So if you guys saw like DFW and everything, I'm pretty sure most of you did. You saw Bobby Vala and all his reveals that were coming out between Black and Series 6 and everything. And then he also debuted, well, he didn't debut, well, he showed renders of the 1944 line, and as somebody who's really, I used to love those like Call of Duties back in the day, all the World War IIs and everything, and those games are cool, and it's cool just to get figures like that. Know you're getting figures of those, of like that coming, 1944 figures coming. That's cool. So I did something because I wanted to pretty much be ready when those figures come out and have something to go with them. So I picked up this. It's like a little military Jeep. And then the trunk opens. Get myself back on the camera here. Trunk opens. This is detachable. This is cloth. This is a soft goods. So this comes off, and then you just have the Jeep. It has like a little shovel in here, a little axe. The wheels. It's an RC car. So obviously the wheels are going to be like a rubber. The hood opens. It's got a working winch. You have to attach on it. It's got a little latch on the back that you can drag it. And I mean, it's 1/10 scale, not 1/12. And it's cool because when I opened it up and I took one of my, Kit Bash Action Force figures and I slid him into the driver's seat, it was snug. I mean, it was tight, but he could sit down pretty flush. He could hold on the steering wheel, and it's cool because obviously because it's RC, when the wheels move, the steering wheel turns. So it was pretty cool. This was a good, I really like it, but I'm going to probably keep it in the box for a while because space is definitely at a premium. But knowing that I have, as somebody who didn't pick up like the HasLabs from G.I. Joe, I didn't pick up any of the, I kind of still have FOMO to this day about not getting the Dragonfly. Maybe one day I'll pick it up. Again, space is always a factor. Not getting the Dragonfly, and not getting his tank or anything. I have a vamp behind me, and now I have this. I have the Air Eagle, and I have some mechs, and I have the WWE Lowrider car. So I have a couple of vehicles. Can't get too many right now because I need to conserve the space I do have for more figures and stuff. But I put this aside. When those 1944 figures eventually drop, I'll have a car that goes right with it. And Prime Day deal, couldn't beat it. Just gotta do your research on things like that, because Prime will jack up prices before Prime Day and then hit you with a Prime Day deal, and that Prime Day deal will literally just be what it usually is marked for. But because you see it says usually 80, mark that 65, you're like, oh, I'm getting a little deal here. Or, mark that 50, I'm getting a cool deal. When in actuality, that thing actually was already at $50, but just days before they wanted to jack it. So do your research on things, check out different items, different places. Always cross-reference and make sure you know what you're getting into. Don't go overpay because somebody just says deal, discount, like that. What is a discount on this website? And I actually caught Amazon because Amazon had SH Figuarts, Kenshin Himura, or Kenshin figures. No, Rurouni Kenshin. He had Kenshin on sale for $55. But then when I went on BBTS, he's on BBTS for $55 regularly. So, just cross-reference, do research. And then I looked on Google, and his price market was kind of in that price range, plus or minus about $10. So, check your resources. Always cross-reference. Do what you gotta do to make sure you get the best deal. But on that note, that is it. That is my quick update to everything that I've picked up so far in just the past, I'd say, month or two maybe, because I went back to 5 points. I went to 5 points maybe a month ago at this point, something like that. So just a quick video. More coming, a lot more coming to the channel. Again, Cartridge and Cereal will be wrapping up season 1, but we got some things in store for that, so I'm excited for that. Can't wait for that. And I'm always just going to be out here. I'll be out traveling again very soon. I love my travel. I'm always out and about trying to get out of this state and go do other things. So, guys, make sure you keep it locked to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All the good things. Till next time. Oh, it's summer, man. Stay cool. Stay warm. You see this glisten? This glisten? Like, don't be like me. Don't be glistening. Getting that, unless you're one of the people that love summer. I can't stand it. But until next time, guys, let me not get into a rant about air conditioning and cooling. Keep locked to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And until then, you know what it is. Peace.